Hello everyone, I hope you are really well and having a lovely day. Today I thought I would bring you my top 5 patterns to make using cotton poplin. So we sent cotton poplin in our classic and mini boxes in February, which I have here, this beautiful heart print cotton poplin, which has been really popular over on Instagram and Facebook, lots of people using it already. This is some which is left over and will be up on our outlet shop in a few weeks' time, so keep an eye out for that. Stay. But I thought I would talk to you about some patterns that you could use to make with cotton poplin. It is such a beautiful fabric to work with. It's really great for beginners as well, specifically because it's really stable, it doesn't slip around, presses beautifully, irons beautifully, cuts beautifully. It's a really great fabric to work with. And you get some really amazing prints with cotton poplin as well, so you can really have some fun with it. I've sewn with it quite a lot, but I thought I would let you know some of the patterns that I think work really well with cotton poplin, and you can have a go. So the first pattern is the Avid seamstress sundress. This is a really gorgeous pattern, especially in the summer, but you can layer it up in the winter as well. Cotton poplin works really well for that sort of 50s inspired sunny dress, summer dress, with lovely straps. This has a gathered waist, so the cotton poplin will gather up beautifully as well. It's got buttons down the bodice and a nice square neckline, so there's no like fiddly points or anything like that. And yeah, it's a really simple style. I think, does it have a zip up the back? Possibly, or in the side. I think there's a zipper in the side. And yeah, it's really lovely. And like I said, with this fabric, because it's got a nice big full gathered skirt, you can really show off an amazing print in cotton poplin as well. The Avid seamstress sundress comes in a size 0 to 8, which is a UK 22, so it goes from a 34.5 inch hip up to a 51 inch hip. So go and check that pattern out if that looks of interest to you. The next pattern is a PDF, and it is the Heyday dungarees from Waves and Wild. This pattern has been so popular. It's been one of those cult patterns that seem to take over Instagram every now and then. Waves and Wild used to be called Made by Jack's Mum, which is what they were when I bought them. I have the adult pattern and the kids pattern, and both of them just, oh, I love it. I've made 3 Heyday dungarees for me, 1 in a cotton poplin, which was really fun. It was a fruity print cotton poplin from our Sunday brunch boxes in 2021. And they're really comfy to wear in the summer, for mucking around in the garden or on the beach with the kids, that kind of thing. Absolutely love them. And I have made a couple for my daughter Mia. Of course, she's a child. She asked me to make them and then refused to wear them. What can you do? That's just what we call typical. But the sizing is really great on the Heyday dungarees. I've got my notes here. It goes from a size extra small to 5XL, which is a 57 inch hip. So really good size range on that as well. And like I said, you can have so much fun, especially cotton poplins or quilting cottons, even if you're making the kids ones particularly, will wash up really well as well. So lots and lots of wear that you can get out of some kids' Heyday dungarees. Like I said, I love my adult versions as well. Okay, the next one is originally it was called the Colette Patterns Zinnia dress, but Colette Patterns merged with Seamwork. So you'll now find this over on the Seamwork website. The printed pattern is no longer available, but it is available as a PDF, although I managed to find this one, I think on eBay ages ago, and I made it about 3 years ago out of a chambray, and I think it would look amazing with a really fun print cotton poplin that you can then add just a plain top to as well. There's a couple of options which aren't actually on the pattern themselves, but it's essentially a gathered or pleated skirt with, you can have buttons down the front. There's loads of different options, loads of different lengths, belt loops, Like I said, buttons all the way down the front, pockets, side pockets, patch pockets, loads of different options, and a really lovely thick waistband as well, which I really love. Like I said, I made mine up in a plain blue chambray, and I actually really need to alter it because the version that I've made is just a little bit too long, and I want to just take it up a little bit. Just it feels more wearable if it's a bit shorter, I think. But yeah, I think this kind of skirt with a cotton fabric would be a really great beginner's project. So if you are new to sewing, I highly recommend starting there. Okay, the next pattern is another one that has exploded on the internet in the last year. It is the Anna Allen Anthea blouse, which I will insert a picture of Esther, who made it using this exact fabric for the magazine, for the boxes in February, and it is beautiful. Because cotton is such a stable fabric, it works and it holds its shape so well. So the Anthea blouse has these lovely puff sleeves that are gathered at the elbow, and it just looks amazing in a poplin because, like I said, it holds the puff really, really well and looks absolutely gorgeous. Esther made it and paired it with a pair of pink trousers tucked in, and it just looks so impactful. It looks amazing, and I have actually just downloaded the pattern myself. I haven't made it yet, but I'm very excited to give it a go. Yeah, it's a really lovely pattern, and I think that's a really great one for poplin as well. Right, on to the next pattern then, and it is the Closet Core Pietra shorts, which I have just finished sewing myself out of this very fabric. They are gorgeous. I'm so happy with them. I've never made shorts before. I will insert a little video of me wearing them. I absolutely love them. Sews up beautifully. Like I said, the fabric cuts beautifully as well. And they're really comfortable to wear. So they've got, they call it a hidden waist stay. So it's like a really long facing at the front that sort of just skims over your tummy a little bit and gives just a little extra support if you need it, which I do, and I really appreciate it. And then it's got a nice wide 2-inch wide elasticated back as well, so you don't have to worry about fitting particularly. If you're grading between more than 2 sizes, it does suggest inserting a zip in the side, but I managed to get away with it. I do have quite a wide proportion between my waist and hips, but I managed to grade between 2 sizes, and I can wriggle them on, and I really love wearing them over tights, and a nice little top. I feel like I should be taken out for dinner, or I should be going to work in some fancy city office, or I should be pairing it with a band t-shirt and welly boots and be in a muddy field dancing to music. Which is a look that I favoured about 12 years ago. But yes, the Closet Core Pietra shorts I think are a really good option. The Colette skirt, like I said, was a really good idea for beginners, and then if you're wanting to start expanding your sewing skills and think a little bit more about fitting, then I would really recommend the Closet Core Pietra shorts. I'm definitely going to make some trousers now as well. You can either make narrow leg trousers or wide leg trousers in the pattern. And I love that each of those 3 options have a different set of pieces as well. So that's really handy. Okay, my last pattern then is... Oh wait, have I gone through them all? I've gone through them all, but I do have a bonus one for you, and it is the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress. So technically, if we're thinking about fabric that went into the boxes, the classic box gets 2.5 meters. Technically, as instructed on the back, the Lyra dress, if you were making the knee length short sleeve version, you would need 3 meters. But I have seen lots of my subscribers use their 2.5 meters of cotton poplin in previous boxes to make the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress. So I think it's a really good option, and it looks amazing as well. A shirt dress, if you can find the right shirt dress for you will see you through so many events and days and things like that. I have made up the Lyra dress, but I need to work on the fit a little bit. But in a cotton poplin, I think it looks amazing. If you head over to Instagram and search the hashtag SewHayleyJane makes and have a little scroll through, you will find loads of cotton poplin, there's that word again, Lyra dresses, and they all look amazing. I don't think you could get the long sleeve version out of it, but the short sleeve version, knee length, you might need to just shorten the width of the skirt pan a little bit to just fit it across the whole width of the fabric. That's probably the only thing that you might need to do. And then yeah, just a little bit of tweaking. You can also, because this fabric is quite stable, you can use fat quarters for any like pocket bags or facings because they're a similar weight. So you will not have any like drag or anything like that on your garments. So there you have it, my top 5 plus bonus pattern picks for sewing up using a cotton poplin. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it really useful. If you have any other suggestions of garments that could be made with poplin that you think everybody would need to know about, then pop them in the comments below. And I will see you all next week with another video. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye.